One of the most important problems for anybody researching the link between exercise and longevity is how much we truly need to keep fit. What is enough time? Can we do without? Do we have to exercise all at once, or may we stretch it out? Is it necessary to count while talking about exercise? The appropriate dose of exercise for most individuals has been elusive for years. The physical activity guidelines for Americans were revised in 2018 following an exhaustive assessment of the existing evidence on movement, sitting, and health. Both versions recommended 150 minutes of moderate activity each week, or half that if it is vigorous. But how to spread out those weekly minutes? How about moderate? Find out why the healthiest step we can take is the one that gets us off the couch from some of the top experts in exercise science. 150 minutes of moderate to high-intensity physical exercise per week is certainly adequate for longevity, said Dr. Ryman Lee of the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health. The current national physical activity recommendations were created by her. The 150 minutes may be broken down into 5 30-minute sessions of fast walking or a comparable activity. According to Ulf Ekelund, a professor of physical activity epidemiology at the Norwegian School of Sports Sciences in Oslo, 30 minutes of moderate intensity activity most days reduces the risk of premature death and many diseases such as stroke, heart attack, type 2 diabetes, and many types of cancer. Exercise that raises your respiration and heart rate enough to feel like a 5 or 6 on a scale of 1 to 10 is considered moderate. In other words, if you want to walk, speed up a little, but don't run. You may also segment your workout. It doesn't matter if you exercise for 30 minutes or spread it out throughout the day, said Emmanuel Stamatakis, an exercise scientist at the University of Sydney in Australia. Recent research shows we can get our 150 minutes of moderate activity in whichever method works for us, he added. A few hundred 1-minute or 2-minute walks between job activities or other obligations may be simpler and more manageable for many. A persistent 30-minute exercise program has no specific health benefits. Consider these mini workouts as exercise munchies. Exercises like stair climbing and shopping bag carrying give ideal possibilities for movement snacking. Keep the effort high enough to feel breathless, he said, to maximize the health advantages of these exercise tidbits. You might also do all your exercise on Saturday and Sunday. Dr. Stamatakis and colleagues found that persons who exercised nearly exclusively on weekends had a lower risk of dying prematurely. Weaknesses of a weekend warrior. It is not optimal to be inactive all week and then attempt to compensate on the weekend, Dr. Stamatakis says. Non-exercisers lose out on various health advantages including better blood sugar management and better emotions. You also risk exercising-related injuries. The exercise guidelines stay the same whether you exercise in steps rather than minutes. Dr. Lee says that for most individuals, 150 minutes of activity each week equals 7,000 to 8,000 steps per day. The ideal step count for persons under 60 was about 8,000 to 10,000 per day, while for people over 60 was around 6,000 to 8,000 per day, according to a recent research by Dr. Lee and Dr. Ekelund in The Lancet. Of course, these suggestions are for health and longevity, not for athletic performance. You need a lot more workout to run a marathon or a 10K event fast, Dr. Ekelund added. 150 minutes per week may not be enough to prevent aging weight gain. In a 2010 study of almost 35,000 women, Dr. Lee found that only those who walked or exercised moderately for an hour a day throughout middle age maintained their weight. Dr. Lee and the other experts advise moving for more than 30 minutes every day if you can. Her study and other studies show that the more active we are, beyond 30 minutes each day, the lower our risk of chronic illnesses and the longer our lives. Anything is better than nothing. Each minute counts, Dr. Ekelund says. Walking up the stairs provides health advantages, even if it is just for a few minutes.